Good morning, everyone. Eat your heart out. This is Stephen Orr, NYCmasseur.com, one of the last big hot daddies doing massage in New York City in 2025. Thank you for watching. Here I am in all my glory, and believe me, I am grateful. I wanted to share that we had a little bit of a nervous breakdown dealing with the insurance company in two aspects of the insurance company. Number one, they sent me a letter of denial. Aetna, I have a letter of denial for two root canals that I need and a crown. According to the Liberty Dental, which is the division of Aetna that deals with dental, that actually should be called Tyranny Dental because they're so fucking horrible. I really I get it why people want to kill insurance executives. I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you. This is so insane. So after like days of dead ends and dealing with, they even had me calling the SNAP people, HRA in New York City, these dimwits, with my God. I finally had an overweight woman named Tracy with a bad knee, who's a supervisor, who got me to actually put out an appeal to the dental letter of denial, appealing their decision. And it's interesting because when I wanted to do that appeal last week, the Aetna person actually kind of like gave me the wrong information. She just kind of like posed this thing where I made like a complaint, which isn't an appeal. It gets very complicated. There's so many numbers, and you can't reach Tyranny Dental. You just can't reach them. You keep putting the year in, and it won't accept the year. So that, and then it was interesting. So that was a success. The hardcore Tracy, the overweight woman with the bad knee, the supervisor who got me to make a wonderful true to life appeal. Thank you, Tracy. I love you forever. You're an angel. You helped me you really did help me. Thank you. I'm very grateful. And then I thought I found a gay therapist, and back and forth, searching and searching and searching, finally, and it kept going back and forth because Aetna said there was no copay, and then the Happy Therapy Company, or whatever the fuck their name is, kept coming back and saying, well, there is a copay. It's $24.10, and the intake was $24.90 or something. So anyway, finally they sent me an email and they said, you are correct. You have no copay, but you do have coinsurance. What the fuck is coinsurance? What does that even mean in terms of insurance jargon there? Like, you do have coinsurance, which means you have to pay $24.10 every session, which I can't afford. So I said, well, how about if we do bi-weekly sessions or bi-monthly sessions? We do a session every 2 weeks. No, that doesn't work for us. So I'm back to square one. I'm thinking that I may have to give up on the therapy idea. And if I want to go to Respite House or check myself into the clubhouse, the Fountain Clubhouse, I'll just have my doctor sign the forms because, and after this last experience with the therapist who ghosted me, like, I'm beginning, a part of me thinks that maybe the therapists are more fucked up than I am. And I'm thinking I need therapy to be healthier, but maybe they're more fucked up than I am. It could be. Ghosting. God awful experiences. Entering the holidays now. Of course, there's no massage right now. I'm not ranting and raving. I'm just stating a simple fact. This is my cocktail for the morning. It's 9:30 on Saturday morning, and yes, I am having alcohol. I'm not an alcoholic, but I think I deserve this. This is my mafia drink, Amaro, and mushroom juice from Trader Joe's. Alive. This is ancient ambient mushroom elixir. It tastes like root beer. Probably got a lot of sugar in it. Had chips last night, but I have to share something with you. This is really fun. This is a fun, awful massage horror story. Okay, so I'm playing my piano, and first of all, I get a call. This guy's gonna. He's totally. I need to come into Manhattan to get a nude massage from you, and I'm in the shower, and that's why I didn't text you right away. He said, "Are you available?" And there was no answer. So that's a red light that they're not going to show up. So then he texts me, I can be there. I want to be there, and I had a feeling there was something rotten in Denmark. So I packed myself up on my bike and I flew to the music studio anyway, thinking, you know what? I'm going to play some music, get some therapy. Fuck this faggot. He's probably not going to show up. And indeed, he was a ghost, so I blocked him. So then I'm playing the piano, I'm doing the blues, and I get that you're going to love this. I get this text, okay? I'm a celebrity. Hello. And I want to offer helping you to pay the rent and with your bills. All I want to do is get to know you. I really like your positive vibe. And would you be open to seeing how it goes? And my reaction was that, oh, okay, you are some whore from China who's trying to finagle me out of sharing my bank account information with you. It was such an overt reaction to such a seeming scam. And then, there's that part in your mind is like, God, what if it was some fucking movie star or something who's actually, hitting on me? Is there a fucking hot daddy of Arabia? Is there a young dude in Arabia who has millions of dollars who's into hot daddies? So, anyway, I ended up ghosting him because the dead giveaway was I love your positive vibe. My positive vibe, bitch, all I'm doing is complaining about how poor I am and how fucked up clients are. And right now it's the time of the year where there's no massage because everybody's buying gifts, everybody's using, they're buying gifts, they're all stressed out, they're all manic holidays in Manhattan. Manic holidays in Manhattan, not a fun time of the year at all. I should really check myself into the respite house or join the Fountainhead Club, to keep myself mentally healthy, because these people contact me, they're not healthy. It's crazy. So I blocked and blocked and blocked and blocked and blocked. And I just wanted to put out, if I was a celebrity, if I had a lot of money, and I happened to see somebody online that I was attracted to, and you know how fucked up everything is now. Nobody wants to talk. Nobody, but this is my old school approach. I would get off the phone, or I would text them and I would say, hey, would you like to get together for coffee or a quick drink? And just, I'd like to get to know you. To me, that is such a sign of being genuine and such a sign of being simple, because simplicity, it's where it's at. We are losing our ability. It's not just that this year has been shit for massage because of the post-COVID effect is what I call it, and the orange head effect of, and my own effect of, self-sabotaging by calling myself daddy. That's not a good thing either. But, this is the time when people are acting out more. This year has been rough in massage. And I just got through doing like 5 hours of going through and combing through all the text on my site and changing text to make it more positive, more assertive, trying to explain to people where I'm coming from. If you call me for a massage, trying to, maybe I should throw some garlic in there. Maybe there's some way I can put garlic into my site that exudes garlic when ghosts contact me, to the ghosting people. But this is the thing right now, is that I think that technology, it's not just the post-COVID effect, it's also that I feel that technology has disabled us from speaking to each other and from making our needs known, especially the younger contingent. There were some other things I covered in my site. Please don't send pictures. There's no need for that. It's above my pay grade. No sexting. But anyway, if if I was a celebrity and approaching someone, that's how I would approach that. I would say, hey, yo, what's up, man? You want to get some coffee? You want to get a drink? That's nice. So, co-pay versus co-insurance, dental denial letters, big appeal to have dental work done, and filling out my applications for Socrates senior housing because I want to get out of here. It's crazy here. People are crazy here. I'm not appreciated. And it's all I can do. Fuck that I group shit. What is my vision? What is my mission? My mission is to be comfortable. My mission is to take care of myself. My mission is peace. So I think that's really all I wanted to share. Yeah. And I said a lot. Oh, I wanted to, share this little ditty. This is a nice piece. Okay, he's talking about the miracle of common people and their everyday actions, which are not Hollywood, which are not heroes, which are not monsters, which are not drama. But he talks about the media, which is really good. Aren't my nipples nice today? But it's easy to fall into the habit of thinking people are just out for themselves. Why? There's a bunch of factors. The 24-hour news cycle, so desperate to grab your attention, depends on the shock of people being despicable, the ultimate clickbait. Movies need tension, and so what better drama than a crook or a villain? Yet day-to-day life is, by movie standards, pretty drama-free. It's just dads waking up and getting their kids ready for school, social workers finding housing for the homeless, co-workers bringing coffee to the team, people in mental health running respite houses, Creedmoor, the Living Museum. So so that was a little wise, and in that spirit, and then he goes on to, this is his girl. It's a hetero couple that wrote this. His girl named Devin, or his wife, give a little, and I'm not even gonna really go into that because I'm just gonna say that chapter kind of scares me, because when you're poor and you're older and you're on a limited income, it's really very difficult to give a little. I mean, if somebody shoots me $200 for an hour massage, I have no qualms about giving, the homeless dude, not the professional homeless dude in front of Key Foods on Avenue A, but the dude that can't walk, or then that's one thing. And sometimes you see the old folks walking down the street and they're so vulnerable, and we're all headed there. Really, we are all headed there. So if I cannot afford therapy, I just have to do a radical acceptance every day on my own wisdom, which is you. I love you, bro. You are so good. You are so beautiful. You are so pure of heart. Well, maybe slightly skewed moral compass. But anyway, here's to you, Steve, and your exquisite powers of resilience and radical acceptance, because it's all about radical acceptance. Anything can walk through that door. That there's an element of that in giving too. I feel I have given so much. And I feel the best days of my massage was when I was working at Calvary Hospital, working on the people who cared for the dying, and sometimes working on the dying. That was a trip. That was pushing a vodka and tonic every day I worked, because the upper floors were very scary. I remember this musician that was dying. She was a rocker, and we were all singing this beautiful spiritual hymn to her in the hospital bed, and she was crying. Wow, that was... because when you're doing the rock and roll thing, and when you're doing that thing, and when you're younger, you don't think about the other side. It's only when you get up there that you think about the other side. Memento mori. Remember, you must die. That's the wisest thing I can leave you with today. Thank you for watching Comfort Great Massage. I'm here for now. I think I can do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Juggling fat-assed old daddy hot nipples. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like those goofballs. Anyway, Comfort Great Massage. Thank you for listening. Have a good day. Bye.